Pass me a triangle hairstyle here. Okay, so the Ford EcoSport, guys. Bit of a pioneer for the compact SUV segment, right? I mean, shit, back in 2013, do people just go? Maybe a little sorry would be nice. People drive like... Anyways, pioneer. Okay, back in 2013, there wasn't much to compete with, if you think about it, not in this segment. Now, it's like, oh my god, Kia Sonet, Cherry Tiggo 4 Pro, Hyundai Venue, T-Cross, I can't even get all of them. Kiger, Magnite, and even Vitara Brezza, Urban Cruiser. Okay, any hoozle. But like, you've got to remain relevant, right? In this segment, if you want to keep going. And this might have been a pioneer, but, you know, is it dwindling? Well, apparently not. It still sells bloody well, like 700 a month or something absurd. So people still love it. And I think what it has going for it is that like, everyone just thinks of it as like a little 4x4, even though it's not. But like with the tire on the back and all of that, which I'm going to talk about now because it pisses me off. But anyways, it just looks quite rugged and cool, I think. And this is the Active model. So it's a special edition, sort of limited edition model vibes, which obviously clever Ford going like, you know, let's throw some limited editions in there. People, you know, will want to take them. I quite like this. This sits 2 below the top of the range one, so below the titanium. It's based on the trend model, but it looks really cool. It's got like all this sort of black detailing. So the side mirrors, the roof rails, the alloys, everything's got some black cladding, and I think it looks very mean, very cool. The color that I'm in, I like actually very much, but there is that sort of orangey one that looks a bit like Wild Track, and I think that looks super, super cool. I think people appreciate that. Then interior, you've got like leather seats, and you've got these Active logos on the seat. You've got an 8-inch touchscreen, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It's got cruise control. You've got your 2 USBs down here. It's also got a Ford Pass app, which is very cool. So you connect to your car via your smartphone, and then so like you're on your phone, you can unlock your car remotely, you can lock it, you can start it, you can check your fuel consumption. Pretty cool little thing that. So under the bonnet is a 1-litre 3-cylinder turbo petrol. You get you get 92 kilowatts of power and 117 newton meters of torque. It's mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission, and fuel consumption is claimed at like 6.2 litres per hour. I'm sitting closer to 8, okay? But you could get it down. Remember, whatever they claim it and whatever I achieve, you can probably get to the middle of that, the middle ground. You'll find the actual number. What's happening? Play. Hey. Oh, no.
David Black and Decker.
Okay. Black and Decker, I'm having my vacuum cleaner fixed. And we're back, baby. Look, it's a comfortable ride. I find these seats to be a little bit hard for me. They're like not very, very comfortable. I'm just talking about that, even though I'm talking about the engine. But anyways, I find it to be sort of powerful or punchy enough and refined enough, but it is a little whiny for me, a little grumbly, but the cabin is very well insulated, so it is quite a quiet drive. When you put your foot down, you start to get that into, and I don't love it. I find the interior a little bit plasticky. If I look at its rivals, I think something like the Sonet and the Cherry Tiggo 4 like feels a little bit more premium than this does. Now, bearing in mind that this comes in at like 394,000 Rand, I think it's too expensive for what it is. And when you're looking at something like a Sonet, you get a top of the range turbocharged EX Plus model Sonet for cheaper than this. You can get the top of the range Tiggo 4 for cheaper than this. You can also even get a Haval Jolion for around the same price, like a mid-spec one, which has got a lot more space. And here's my thing, okay? So the EcoSport has always put down as like a family car, okay? And a lot of people buy it with that in their mind, right? It's just too small for me. It's a tiny, tiny little car. The boot is small. Luke is sitting in his seat, his legs hit here, even though the passenger has their knees under their chin. It's not a big car, and people need to remember that. So when you go and look at it, take the stuff that you want to pack into the boot and or your kid, etc., because you'll be sorely disappointed. I also find the boot, as much as it looks cool, okay, like the tire on the back and everything, is impractical. It's not fun with a kid. It's not fun for a family. Like, it just adds extra obstacles. We've got so many obstacles already. It's hard being a parent. Now I must pull this heavy door and knock into someone, and then it opens too wide. Now I've parked against a wall. I can't open it properly. It's on my shoulder. I've got Luca screaming here. Then I'm pissed off that I slammed that boot, you know? Been a time. So yeah, it's little things like that that are bugbears for me. But otherwise, I actually think it's a fab little car in general. Let's overtake this guy. Push, go. Overtaking a T-Cross. Little competitor there. Kind of, but again, T-Cross will be bigger. I just listen to the talk of the town. Maybe I can fool myself. I get over you. I know I will. And look, the EcoSport might be leaving. You know, like everyone's sort of like, is it not? Ford says to me, no. They say there's enough also stock, you know, to take us through sort of to 2022, even into 2023. But the plants have stopped making it in India, and I think now also the other one, which we get. Hard to say. But until then, it is a good option if you are single and don't have a huge family, I think. You comfy?
Yeah.